Today's episode's brought to you by Me Undies. Oh, they sent me more stuff, and I'm wearing them right now, and I love them. Ooh.
Hey, me too.
And by 23andMe, get the information that's going to unlock your personal history and your health and all the traits that define who you are. Dig deep, my friends. I don't know what just happened there. It became like, welcome to the cauldron.
Oh.
That's kind of like what DNA is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. It's time for Goofs and Crendor.
Goofs and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Live. In 4-hour recording studio. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's the Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to an exciting episode of Goofs and Crendor in the morning. Hey.
Welcome.
I thought you were becoming like DMX. By the way, I listened to the, I guess the playable version, the clean version, I guess is what you would call it. The clean version of X Gonna Give It To You.
Is it like the Kids Bop version or something?
I mean, it could be. I would love to hear kids just singing that song.
What is it?
It's every time he says any swear or the N-word or anything, it just goes, right? Or or it has like something comes over. It's like a wop wop. Like there's another noise in there.
Here we go, run it wop wop again. In the Kids Bop versions, they always just replace everything with like, Candyman gonna give it to you. He brings candy. Here we go. He's got Chips Ahoy and Oreo. X gonna give it to your Candyman.
Sounds great. That sounds like a fantastic version of that song.
Yeah, well, they do that all the time. I remember Disney, when I was a kid, I heard the Kids Bop version of the, like, Lou Bega, or there's, like, a little bit of Monica, but then they replace it with, like, a little bit of Goofy, a little bit of Mickey. Like, he does all the Disney characters.
That's creepy if he does it. Like that's weird. That's the weird version of that.
But then you really think, yeah, he's, like, trying to get with all the Disney characters. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. If the rest of the lyrics are the same, I think he banged Goofy. It's what I think happened. Ew. Oh, yuck. Gosh. Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What have you been doing?
Oh, my God. So, on the way to film this, went to go get gas. I was at the gas station sitting there pumping gas, just like minding my own business. A car pulls up, and another car pulls up immediately after it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this girl gets out of the passenger side and starts screaming at the other car. Mind you, I'm just like, pumping gas, everything's okay.
Right.
Girl jumps out, starts screaming at the other car. The driver's side of the car that pulled up behind them, girl jumps out. They start screaming at each other. I don't know what the hell they're saying. They're just yelling at each other in such high-pitched, angry voices. I can barely make out half of what they're saying, but I think they were yelling about the driver of the first car, which I think is one of their boyfriends, and it's probably like a 2 girls, 1 guy kind of situation. Yeah. They're screaming at each other. An old lady pulls up, sees it, and pulls away. Doesn't even stop to get gas. I'm sitting there. I got to get $55 worth of gas into this damn thing. I am on like 13. I'm like, I should not be here right now. This is about to pop off. I shouldn't be doing this. Then the store manager, the gas station manager runs out and is just like, what are you doing? Get out of here. You're scaring away the customers. Yelling at these two. And they turn and they start yelling at this old man. And then the guy gets out. He's like, you leave them alone. You leave them alone. So now it's a 4-way fight. It's crazy. And I'm just like, $35. Got to keep going. The entire time I have that song. It's like, like, fuck this shit, I'm out. That song. It's in my head. I'm just like, got to get out of here right now. It's starting to like escalate. The gas, I'm done pumping. Put it back on the thing. Get my receipts. I would have loved it. It's like a comedy bit. Like, get my receipt, patiently wait for it to print out. I'm like, okay. Put it in my pocket, get in the car, drive off. Just don't even acknowledge what's going on. Didn't even acknowledge it, just drove off. Was like, not getting involved. Don't want to even talk about it. Just gonna go. Oh my God, it was wild. I was like, this town never disappoints. It is
Town's
constantly crazy.
Every time I've been there, at least one crazy thing has happened.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it works.
That's that's what happens when you put too many what's like self-esteem, like high ego people in one area.
I would say undeservedly high ego people.
Yeah.
I think that's the key. A lot of people that have high egos that have done nothing to earn them. Mm-hmm. They just think they're hot shit, but they are constantly just flaunting it to everyone, and they like bump heads, and that it goes off, and you're just like, why are you fighting? Wait, the two of you are fighting over this guy? No, you should be yelling at the guy, not each other. And why is the gas station? No, stop yelling at the gas station manager. You're just ruining his business. You're the problem here. No, instead I was just like, just gonna get in my car and I'm gonna get out of here.
It's the same people that like probably went there to like become a big shot, and now they just work at like Jim Bob's Coffee Emporium, and so they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna be on TV one day, and you're like, all right.
Yeah,
then they're
you
at
can
the
do
gas
it.
station
I believe in you.
yelling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I had a conversation with a guy in Hollywood who was the 7-Eleven, I guess attendant. I don't know, cashier. I don't know what you are at 7-Eleven. Because I guess you work the gas and you work the. I don't know the roles.
Yeah.
7-Eleven guy. And I was talking with him, and he's like, yeah. I moved out here from Michigan. It's gonna be my big break. I'm really excited. And I was like, oh wow, what are you doing? How are you getting out there? How are you doing stuff? Because I love to ask questions to people who want to talk to me. I don't know why. If you want to talk to me, I'm in for finding out about your life and then mocking it on this show. So, this guy's talking to me, and he's like, yeah, I came out here from Michigan. I'm really excited to be here. I've been at it for 17 months, and I feel like if I don't hit it big by the time I'm 25, that I think, you know what? It's probably time for me to call it quits and like get a real job. I was like, that's like kind of responsible of you. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, so how many years you got left? He's like, 6 months. I got 6 months. And I was like, oh, bro. Now it's sad. Now it's sad.
That's a big oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to LA. It's like I feel like it's the big dream of like everybody that would be like, I'm headed out to the big city and I'm gonna do the thing. But like it seems like a movie type of thing where in the movies like they do it and they become a big star and you're like, wow, like they did it. But then in reality, like the vast majority of people go there and they become drug addicts or yelling at a gas station.
Yeah, you'd be surprised about the amount of times I hear people involved in the influencer world or in the YouTube or Twitch world involved in some crazy stuff. Like, yeah. I'm not going to name any names, but I'm sure if you just dig around enough, you'll find out some stuff that happens. But, like, every once in a while I'll just hear, yeah, so you hear this guy, I guess he just has, like, crazy orgies at his house all the time. And I'm like, what? Ain't nobody inviting me to no orgies. God damn, I wish I would hung out. It all happens in Hollywood. I don't live in Hollywood. I live sort of on the West End, so I'm more near Santa Monica and Venice. Like, that's everyone there is just like, hey, man, you don't have any drugs, do you, man? Like, that's what that is. Yeah. In Hollywood, everyone who lives in Hollywood's like, yeah, so I'm going to this, like, multifunctional, multi-relational, multiracial, multi-religious orgy. So, I won't be around this week.
Make sure you bring 1 head of cabbage and 3 carrots.
You're like, what? Why? It's also a potluck, so orgy and potluck?
But very specific type of potluck. You wouldn't understand if you
I hear things that are just like, yeah, I went to this club and we all got really high on ecstasy, and then like after we were done, we all went back to my place and like all just like stared at each other's wieners. And I'm just like, what is happening? No one invites me to do any of this. This is what happens when you're one of the old farts of the internet. No one cares. No one invites. Cool Here I am, ready to show everyone my wiener. I'm like, let's do it. Come on, invite me. I'll do that. They're like, we're gonna pass.
You're not hip. You're not hip anymore.
I'm the least hip among us. Yeah. I'm so not hip. I probably won't break one. I'm so my hip. Yeah.
Well, that's Hollywood.
Yeah, that's Hollywood for you.
Oh my God. March Madness is coming up, and I was thinking of all the college fight songs, and I was thinking, what would our college fight song be?
If we, whoa, this is a loaded question. There's a lot here.
Okay.
First off, we have to have a college.
Okay, that's true.
So what is our college?
Cox and Crend University.
Cox and Crend University?
Yeah.
All one word?
Yeah, all one word.
I don't feel like this is gonna go over well. Are we a
Cox and
for-profit or a non-profit college?
Oh, we're one of those like hybrids.
We're a hybrid. Whoa, what? So we're like Phoenix Online University.
Yeah, we're like half and half.
Yeah, we're like ITT Tech. So
Yeah.
we're like, we exist. We're not actively trying to rip you off, but if we can, we will. Okay, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then, we teach.
But we also have a basketball. We have a basketball team at our school.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, and we're in March Madness.
Yeah, we're in March Madness, and then every year, we'll have one specific class. Then you can take that class. That's the only class we offer.
We offer one. Well, hold on. We offer one class a year, and we
Yeah.
have a basketball team.
Yeah.
I feel like this school is
All right.
very bad. This is a terrible school. Wait, what?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
What would our class be? All right, so this year, 2019, what is our class?
This year's class is called Fishing, Hiking, and Pottery, the things you didn't know.
And that's all we're teaching.
Yeah. And
To
if
our
you take
25-man basketball team.
it, yes.
That's all they're going to learn this year.
Yeah, if you get accepted, you have to take that class, and then you can
Wait,
join the basketball
how many
team.
days a week does that class meet?
Once for 8 hours.
Once for 8 hours?
Yeah.
What the? Wait, once a week for 8 hours?
Yeah.
What do they do the rest of the week?
Basketball.
No wonder we're in March Madness. They're very good. They
Yeah.
practice all the time.
And our coach will be it's got to be one of our band of characters. Let's
Right,
see.
right,
Actually,
right.
It'll be we'll have one of the Yule lads, one of the Mud Brothers,
Figgy pudding.
Figgy Pudding. Yep.
Yeah.
And then some guy
Figgy
from
pudding,
Florida.
Spoon Liquor, and Guy Hero are the coaching staff.
Guy Hero.
They
like
are very good at what they do. However, it's weird that Figgy Pudding, I think is the dead Mud brother, so he's never around.
Yeah.
And Spoon Liquor only shows up around Christmas time, which is awkward because all the students have gone home. And Guy Hero's not real, so I don't think they're actually using any coaching staff. So gotta give a lot of credit to the students for keeping that team going.
That's true. Well, we need a real coach, so I think for that, we probably bring in.
We have to hire a guy named Thad Channing Leviticus.
All right, let me take a look.
Thad Channing Leviticus is a terrible name, but a great coach.
Thad Channing Leviticus, the Bible.
Well, maybe not Leviticus. Thad Channing, find me a good one. Thad Channing.
Cynthia Thaddeus.
Cynthia, you know what? Why can't we have a female coach?
We'll bring in
Cynthia Thaddeus is our coach. She's great. She's so good.
Yes, we'll bring in Cynthia Thaddeus.
We're gonna have to change her last name. It's too difficult to say. Cynthia Smith is your new name now.
Possible. This is just like one of those people things. Cynthia's relatives include Thaddeus Law. Oh my God, that sounds like a law
Whoa.
firm.
Thaddeus Law
Thaddeus Law.
sounds like. Have you been hit by a car? Have you been hit by a train? Thaddeus Law is here for
Hold
you.
on. Thad Castle.
That Castle is like a White Castle, except it's the off-brand one, but they didn't want to replace the white, so they put THAD.
Thaddeus Ansley.
I think Thaddeus Law is a great name.
Thaddeus Law.
Thaddeus Law
Thaddeus
sounds
Law.
like a guy who would kick your ass.
And there's 90 records for Thaddeus Law. There's a whole bunch
That's
of
what I'm
Thaddeus
saying.
Laws.
If I was going to write a book about like a grizzled, tough detective, his name would be Thaddeus Law. And then it would be called Thaddeus's Laws or something like that. And that'd be book number 1, right?
Yes.
And people would be like, wow, he's great. And then Tom Cruise would play him in a movie, and he'd just be like, he'd have his own rules. And the cops would be like, you're a loose cannon, Thaddeus. He was like, I am the law. Oh, my God, it'd be great.
This is perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
So that's the basketball coach. And then and then every year we get eliminated very fast, but everyone's like, wow, who's that team? Why are they always here?
Yeah, why are they always here, and why do they remind us of a Gonzaga?
Yeah, but
Shout-outs to Gonzaga, wherever you're at.
Gonzaga is like an actual good school for basketball.
Yeah, but their name's silly, so, you know.
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Where is Gonzaga?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's real.
Huh. Let me check. Gonzaga. Is it like in New York? West Coast Conference. Oh, so it's in the West Coast.
Probably in Washington.
Gonzaga's the far east of Washington, near Montana.
Wow. See? There you go.
Huh. No wonder I've never heard of it. Wow,
Yeah, the only time I associate myself with Gonzaga is during March Madness. After that, don't care. Just don't care.
Yeah, I love March Madness. It's always fun because you don't have to know anything about college basketball to make a thing. You just pick names and like be like, yeah, let's go with the Bulldogs over the Pepperdine Pepperidge Farm. Or, you know, you can just look through and be like, ooh, I'll take this as my underdog pick. And then you just roll with it. But I like to go a little in depth where I'll be like, let's see, they got this guy, he's pretty good, throw him in. So I'll look at like the top 30 players in college basketball and usually pick their teams. So I do slightly above average, but not very well.
I pick based on mascots, like slugs or ducks or like weird
The
stuff.
Slugs.
And oh my God, one of the teams is the Slugs, and I also choose based off of the ability to defeat the other mascots. So obviously the Blue Devils have the power of Satan, so they're
That's
very
true.
strong, right? Unless you have to have like the Paladins as a team mascot if you were really going to take on the Blue Devils. So you got to go, you got to get in there and really like do it.
Blue Devils also got Zion Williamson.
Yeah. I don't know who that is.
If you don't know who that is, Zion Williamson's like the biggest college athlete like coming out since probably like LeBron.
See? Powered by
not-
Satan.
Exactly. The dude
Obviously devil.
He's like the next Shaquille O'Neal. Like he's like very
so he's
athletic.
like 12 feet tall.
He's like I think he's like 6'10", like 300 pounds.
Damn.
And he moves like very fast, which is why he's crazy. Everyone's trying to get him for the NBA, but right now he's just like destroying college.
I you know what? What year is he?
He's a freshman.
Oh, all right. I was
That's what
hoping that it was going to be one of those things where he was like, yeah, he's destroying college and he wants to keep destroying college and he's only like, 18, but he's killing it and he's going to go back to college for another year. I have a feeling they're going to be like, we'll pay you $12 billion. It's like, screw you, college.
Well, that's what happens. What they used
makes
to
me
be
so
able,
sad.
They used to be able to go straight from high school to the NBA, but now you have to play at least 1 year at college. So now everybody just plays 1 year at college, then they go to the NBA.
That's heartbreaking. They should
like,
do
hey,
all 4 years.
Do you want to come back, or do you want to go to the NBA and make like $500,000, or you make like $500 million?
They're making more than that.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a 300 pound superstar.
Yeah. So that's a thing. But yeah, that's always fun. March Madness, and then oh yeah, what would our college fight song be? That's how we.
We gotta do that. Our fight song would be hey there, people who went to our one class at our university.
All right, you can't
We
start
are
with the lyrics.
Cox and Crendor, and we have got a team who play lots of basketball. If you know what I mean. They're good and not at all bad. And if you don't like them, we will come and get you because they are our friends.
All right. As much as that was very good.
That was a great song.
You can't start with lyrics because then you destroy the rhythm. The rhythm's all that matters. You got to be like. You
just want the horns that like. You know what? Every song, no matter what, has to end with.
Yeah.
Every song.
So it doesn't
has to have
matter
the
as long as you got that catchy of the horns playing that. Everybody could be like, "We have a team and we don't care what we sing." Like you just gotta, as long as it does that, anybody can make.
Yeah, but I feel like our
lyrics
lyrics are what separate us. We don't have music at all, just lyrics.
we don't have anything.
We don't have a band. We just have
We really
people who
don't
sing.
have anything.
Yeah, we have a choir made up of people who took our choir class last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are contractually obligated to show up for at least 4 years.
Yeah, once you're in the school, you're in forever. That's how it works.
And by forever, we mean 4 years because we can't contractually keep you forever.
Yeah, we may not be a school in 5.
Yeah, that's also
we are
true.
skirting the law.
So yeah, that would be our college.
Yep.
It's pretty
I
neat.
want to ask what else has been going on with you, but I'm afraid what you'll say.
I don't know. There really is not that much this week. I tweeted out my like buff door thing. That got a lot of likes.
I saw it. All I saw was your one buff arm, and the entire time I kept thinking of Trogdor, and then I kept thinking of Crendor, and now I want people to make an animated video where it's Crendor, and it's just you with one buff arm running around burning the countryside.
Dan could probably do it in like 2 hours.
Burning the countryside. And it's just you with a buff arm just spitting fire. It's Crendor! Yeah. It's perfect. Yeah, I question why one arm, you only showed the one arm photoshopped. That's just your head on a photoshopped arm.
I didn't want to do both arms.
That doesn't make any sense. It's just a head on an arm.
I didn't want to do both arms because then you do the like you're doing the Hulk or something. I didn't want to do that.
Whatever. No way. That would look great. Then you'd be like super buff. And people would be like, oh my God.
I feel like the picture also makes my arm look bigger from that angle. I feel like that's the like MySpace trick people do. Like, let me get the good angle. I didn't actually intend for that, but I just did that because I was like, hey, I'll do this. And then I was like, whoa, that actually looks...
Are you doing it right now?
Yes. So I'm trying to...
Do you often just like flex and
thing
look
is-
down just to be like, yeah, look at this?
The thing about being so skinny is that you just in general, when you get muscles, they look bigger than like if you were like a bigger person because you're so skinny.
Sure,
There's
sure.
like no skin or anything, so it's just like they start popping out, and you're like, hey, look at me. I'm
they
slightly
start
above
popping out.
average normal human strength after being crippled
They
grandma
start popping
strength.
out.
They start popping out.
They start popping out.
That's all I'm saying. So it's
Yeah.
You know, It is what it is. I did have a dream I wrote down.
Okay.
It just says Christian concert weed, just want to sleep.
You sure that was a dream? Sounds pretty
So-
lifelike.
All I remember from that dream is I was in a hotel room in a church and I just wanted to sleep, but they were like, we
What?
gotta take apart the rooms for the daily concert. And I was like, no, I want my room because I want to sleep. Why did I stay here? And then they started taking it apart and I just like wandered around. And then I couldn't sleep and I was like, oh my God, it's getting so late. I just want to sleep. It's like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. It's like a new day. I just got to stay up. And then they're like, all right, put the rooms back together. And that's all I remember.
renting this Airbnb in a church was a terrible idea.
So that was the thing. And then, oh my God, I had a dream today. Where like,
What? Right now? Just now?
no, I just remembered it now. Where like,
Oh,
it was
okay.
one of those, like, I woke up and I was like, I'll sleep 20 more minutes. And then you have a crazy dream. It was this dream where like, this lady was like sitting in a park, and then there's this like weird guy running around, and he was just like running around, like literally running around the park, and everyone was like, what's he doing? And then he ran over to the lady, and then she ate him. Like a Titan, like Attack on Titan ate him.
What happened to you? Did you eat pizza? What?
I don't know.
It's like
and then
a pizza
I woke up
dream.
and I was like, what the shit? And then I went and made bacon and eggs.
Well, you know what? Maybe that's what you were thinking about. Because
Yeah, maybe
eggs
I wanted to eat
are
the
like
bacon and
chickens, and they run around. And
Yeah.
bacon kind of looks like a Titan.
Yeah.
so you were thinking like, man, I want bacon and eggs.
It probably was, because I was getting pretty hungry.
See? There you go.
Oh my God. I forgot all about bacon, because I don't really like bacon that much. But
This is how you know I'm fat. I would never forget about bacon, ever. You could never get me to forget about it. I realize it exists every time I do anything.
So, like, the thing is, I always like, bacon will probably irritate my digestion, because a lot of things irritate my digestion. But I saw the bacon is like one of those Applegate bacons. They had it on sale, so I was like, I'll buy some good bacon on sale. Bought it. It was very good, and I ate it, and I ate an egg, and I felt great. And I was like, dude, I actually feel really good. And so I've been doing that every day. And I remember the gas.
How much bacon did you eat?
2 strips.
Whoa. Okay, you are moderate in your consumption of bacon.
Why would you eat like 4, 5?
You know what? I wouldn't ever cook myself that, but if I was somewhere where someone made a lot of bacon, and 2 strips is the solid bacon choice, right?
Right.
2 strips, get yourself an egg, maybe some toast, depends on how you eat that egg, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
If there was extra bacon, I'd take that extra bacon. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. If someone was like,
But-
"There's a few strips left," I'd be like, "Yo, I'll help with that."
But you're also, it's like, bacon's expensive. I'm not gonna eat it all in one go.
Right? No, I would never like. If I was by myself, I'd never just cook it all because that makes
Yeah.
no sense. I'd use as much as I need and be done.
Yeah. So what I do is I cook the bacon, and then I empty out the grease into like a jar, so it cools down. And then
Oh,
you get rid
you
of
saved
it.
the bacon grease.
Yeah. And then, or you could use it for whatever you want. And then the pan's already like got some bacon grease, and then I cook the egg in that.
I can see that being very, very good.
It is.
Man, I saw a lady cook. She did bacon. She kept the grease in the pan, and she cooked something else in it, and made like I want to say a cornbread, maybe. I don't, but it was like delicious. It was so good. But Elmer, this was years ago, and I've always wanted to do it, and I forgot what it was. So there you go.
Dang.
Do things sooner rather than later, kids. Or you'll be like me on a podcast trying to remember something and totally forgetting.
Well, this is like, my gastro doctors would always be like, keep a food diary, write down what irritates you. And I was like, I don't need to do that. But then I started doing it, and I was like, wow, these specific things do irritate my digestion. And so every time I used like the oils, like I mentioned a few weeks ago, it would irritate me, like all the canola oils and all those things. And then
Sure.
I tried the bacon grease, and I felt fine. In fact, I felt better than fine. Like, I felt like I was actually healing.
Well, that's because it's straight up just like canola oil. I don't use canola oil often. Unless the recipe specifically says you have to use it, I won't use
Yeah.
it. Because like the corn-based fructosey stuff, I do not like.
No.
It is too much for me. But, bacon grease is just melted fat.
Yeah.
At that point, you can't get much more natural than that. So,
Yeah. So I think as
like
long as you
olive
don't
oil, I dig
overconsume
olive
it.
oil.
I like olive oil, yeah.
I don't know. I get, yeah. There's only so much. I get it. I think your doctors are right,
Oh.
but
That's one of those things where I keep going to like all these different doctors being like, so what do? And they're just like, well, how about you change what you're eating? And I'm like, whoa, Hold on there.
Whoa, slow down. What?
But yeah, I notice a lot of gassy things, like broccoli. That'll irritate me. I can eat like
broccoli.
a couple broccolis,
Oh,
but
I
I
love
can't like
broccoli.
overeat the broccoli.
Yo, have you ever been to Din Tai Fung?
No.
I wonder if it's a chain outside of LA. It's
probably is.
it's like a very upscale dim sum place that usually is in malls, especially here in LA, and it is very good. They do a lot of soup dumplings and that kind of thing, but ignoring all of the more Asian dishes there, they literally just do a garlic broccoli.
Oh wow.
I ate that and just was so happy. I've never been happy just eating broccoli. I want to say I almost ate the whole bowl. I was just like, oh my God. It was so good. I love broccoli. Love it. I love it.
Wow.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I made stir fry the other night. It was great. I made a veggie stir fry. There was no meat. I felt very good about it. I was very happy.
Huh.
Yeah.
I like stir fries. Stir fries are good too. Oh my God. Then they told me to follow the FODMAPs. People in chat and Twitch and people say that they're like, don't eat too many FODMAPs. So that's like dairy, a lot of like beans or broccoli or onions or garlic, apparently, because they're all very gassy and like they mess up your digestion.
Oh yeah, you have to eat like a weird diet. Oh.
Yeah, because
I'm just
not
saying, you
only
can't
do I
have
not
garlic.
have gallbladder, well, I can have
My
garlic.
soul.
The whole point is that you can't like overeat those things. You can have a little of them, but you can't over. Like if I eat Chipotle, it's over.
I think that's for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone feels that way.
But I used to be able to eat it, but now I can't. Plus, I also got the IBS and the gastritis. But they've been doing better recently. Ever since I started eating the bacon and eggs, I've felt better. It's very weird, and I don't know.
This goes back to everyone having a different like diet they need to have.
Yeah,
For some people, bacon and eggs will kill them, but for you, it's like making you better.
yeah. But I only eat 2 strips. That's it, and I don't overcook it, but I don't undercook it. You get a nice like medium ground, where you get like a nice light crisp. But you don't want to like burn it.
What would happen if you ate McDonald's every day? Would it make you stronger?
Supersize me.
I think you might become strong.
It's possible. Well,
Yeah.
I looked it up and I was like, is bacon actually healthy? And they said meats tend to be very nutritious. Bacon's no exception. It has vitamins B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 12. I was low in B vitamins a few years ago. So that's probably part of it. It has the same healthy fat as olive oil. And it's got iron, magnesium, zinc, potassium. The thing is, people be like, yeah, but it's also got these other things that are bad. Listen, I don't care. I'm sacrificing that to feel good. So I don't care. If I can feel good one way, I'm going to feel good the one way. And, that's life.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely
exercising. It helps my digestion. It helps everything. But now I like strain my neck. I strain my shoulder and my back part. So now I gotta work on that. But that's what you'd get. You trade off.
What a very positive outlook you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think the
great.
most important thing, you just keep track of it all. You keep getting blood tests, you keep getting your scans and blood pressures and everything like that. You stay aware.
You're gonna live to be 200 years old.
That's what I said. My family's all like 90, but they all have like little annoyances and like things like, be like, I have IBS too. I also have stomach irritation. I also got this. Like everybody's just like 90, but like falling apart 90. But they've been falling apart their whole lives. And I'm no exception.
I look forward to haunting you. It's gonna be great.
So I don't know. It's
Ghost and Crendor in the morning, and I'm just like,
Hey.
whoa. And you're like, hey everybody, it's Crendor.
And I'm back with the
ghost.
hold on, my EMF's picking up signals. He says, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" I'm doing pretty good, dude. What if by then we have like super ghost readers? They can read what ghosts are saying.
I don't think that's real. I don't think any of that's real. What if by then we have ghost readers? Screw you.
Ghost reader.
What if by then we have ghost readers? Yeah, like at some point in the future, we're going to develop the technology that's going to be like, oh, I can talk to ghosts now. Hold on, let me text grandpa. No, never happening.
Listen, I don't know. I'm going to eat my bacon. I'm going to keep my thing, and I'm going to eat the thing, and it makes me feel good, so I'm going to keep eating it. That's like the doctor thing. They're like, hey, when I do this thing, it makes me feel bad. And they're like, well, don't do it.
Yeah, it's a very simple thing to say and do.
That's like half the doctor visits they get.
I feel like that's a perfect segue into talking about 23andMe, right? Because we live in a world where you're going to have access to the data about yourself.
Give me the data.
Right? Get to the data about you. And that's what Crendor's doing. 23andMe can help. What's more personal than your DNA? You can turn to your genetics to find out about health, the traits that you have, and so much more. 23andMe goes beyond your ancestry and access personal insights based on your DNA with 125 genetic reports. You can even get insights into things like sleep, right? Your sleep report. It'll give you information about whether you will feel more sleepy after missing out on a night of sleep or, things like if you go to bed and sleep longer than usual, maybe you'll feel more tired. That's what Crendor does.
It is.
Things of that nature. There's an alcohol flush reaction report. So, like, does alcohol turn your cheeks pink after a glass of rosé?
I know Dan, our animator, gets very flush. I've seen him drink alcohol. True. He gets very red.
That is in his DNA for sure. There's a saturated fat or weight report, so you can see how your genetics may impact your body's response to your diet, right? Things like, eating bacon, stuff like that. Even about stuff like the calories you consume, things of that nature. All of it is found in your DNA, and 23andMe can help you unlock all of that. So this is just like the surface, though, right? Because you can take the next steps by talking to your healthcare provider and thinking about lifestyle changes and things of that nature, adjusting your sleep habits, all because you saw what your DNA is telling you about yourself. And so now you can go to a doctor and be like, look, this is some things that I want to think about or talk about. And information is what helps your doctor work on you, right? It's about like give and take with your doc. So that's phenomenal to have this information. See what your genes say about your health, traits, and more. Buy your Health Plus Ancestry Kit today at 23andme.com/Cox. That's 23andme.com/Cox. Again, 23andme.com/Cox.
23andme.com/Cox.
Very creepy. Very creepy the way you said that. Also, today we're brought to you by MeUndies. Ask yourself this one important question. Is your underwear making you happy at this very moment?
Mine is.
Mary Kondo this. Just Mary Kondo this entire thing. Does it make you happy? Does it bring you joy? Does it spark joy in your life?
Mine does, because it's MeUndies.
Right? Wouldn't you rather be wearing underwear that is so soft? You feel like it's making love to your tush all day long. Well, we've got one word for you. Crendor said it a bunch. MeUndies. Spark that joy in your day-to-day life. Because most of the time we don't think about our underwear, but it is protecting our most sensitive bits. And if you aren't taking care of your sensitive bits, you're not taking care of the rest of you. That's just a fact. MeUndies use this micro-modal fabric that's 3 times softer than cotton. It is phenomenal. It's always been amazing. I don't know how to describe it, but everyone who has messaged us has been like, it's exactly like you said. It's incredible. It feels so different and like breathy. Is that right? Yeah, that's
I'll
right.
tell you how to describe it. It feels like a very soft leprechaun has come to your house who creates soft fabrics. And he's like, oh, I've sewn you the finest fabrics in the land. And then you're like, wow, this soft leprechaun fabric's amazing. How do you make it? And he's like, micromordial tree fibers.
Micromordial from Mordor.
I can never say it right.
But it's for real. It feels amazing. And what's great is that it not only comes in different shapes and sizes, and you can get boxer briefs or just boxers or briefs. You can get thongs. You can get whatever. They have many different style options for men and women. They have classic colors, fun adventurous prints, but you also can get now they have full body onesies. They have t-shirts. They have sweatpants. They have socks. They have bras. They have everything that you could possibly want. And trust me when I say they're amazing. They're really, really cool. So, yes, MeUndies is awesome. Yes, we wear them all the time. And yes, you can get in on wearing them too. MeUndies has a great offer for you, for our first-time purchasers out there who may want to try MeUndies. If you order them right now, you get 15% off and free shipping. It's a no-brainer. 15% off a pair of the most comfortable undies you'll ever put on in your life. Ooh. Go to MeUndies.com/Crendor.
Hey, that's
MeUndies.com/Crendor. 15% off the first pair. Free shipping. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Hit them up, and it'll make your butt feel so nice.
MeUndies.com/Crendor. MeUndies.com/Crendor. MeUndies.com/Crendor.
All right, Crendor, let's go. Tell me let's drop me out there.
Air up in the chapter, captor in the sky, and I'm out here, and hey, it's actually staying bright pretty late these days. It stays bright till like after 7 o'clock now, which is absolutely positively wham-bibbly babbly fantastic. Because I can wake up at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's still light.
We talk about how there's a terrible schedule. Stop waking up that late.
Yes, we've already went over it. Like, listen, it's just what happens. Also, I used to wake up at like 3 o'clock years ago.
Still judging you. Still judging.
So I'm actually improving on that, and I'll probably get it down to like noon at some point, and then I'll be very good. Anyway, I forgot to watch Jupiter Ascending again.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, my God. All right, this week's going to be the week I watch it. This will be the week. Yeah, there's some cars driving around, and, just be safe on the roads. Back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. Now let's go over to Crendor at the weather desk. How's that weather?
Weather time in the morning. Let's see. Pie. It was like Pie Day a few days ago, right? Let's go
3.14. You're correct.
Dietary, Florida. Dietary, Florida. Wait, St.
How do you pronounce
Petersburg.
that?
Why did it go to St. Petersburg Dietary? This says Dietary.
Is Dietary in St. Petersburg?
Dietary, Russia. Wait, St. Petersburg, Russia.
St. Petersburg, Russia.
Dietary is a Finnish male name and an interpretation of the name Petrus and Peter.
Okay.
What?
All right. That still isn't a location, though.
But it's, so I guess St. Dietary.
St. Petersburg.
Like St. Petersburg.
St. Pietarisburg, sure.
St. Pietarisburg, eh? That's, today I learned. Well, in St. Petersburg, Florida, 71 degrees. It's partly cloudy. It feels like 71. High, 71, low 60. Tonight it's going to be 60. Monday, 69. Monday night, 58. Tuesday, 66. And Tuesday night, 57. Hey, that's like the same temperature as it is here. Oh, nice. I'm actually getting the same weather as Florida. Take that, Floridians.
Yeah, it's almost like you're in Florida.
I'm not, though.
Wow. Weather, it's crazy.
Wow. Weather, it sure is crazy. And then it's going to be like that for a few days. You got 70s, and then you're going to start getting in the 80s next week. I'm happy because we're going to be getting into the 60s. I actually like 60s as like a weather. It's like you're hitting that room temperature weather everywhere outside.
I think the 60s is the perfect weather.
It's a great weather. You go out, you don't need a jacket, but you don't not need a jacket. And then you just walk around. It's like room temperature. Sometimes if you get like a nice rain, it's like a relaxing rain because it's not cold rain, but it's not warm rain. Because if you get warm rain, you're like, bleh. But if you get cold rain, you're like, bleh. But if you get a nice middle ground rain, you're like, hey, that's refreshing. And that's the weather.
Okay, and sports.
We actually got some big sports news this week because NFL free agency happened and some crazy stuff went down. Odell Beckham Jr. of the New York Giants, one of the biggest wide receivers in football, is now a Cleveland Brown.
Gone. On to the Browns. This is huge for terrible teams. I'm very excited.
Somehow, I think the Cleveland Browns are going to win the AFC North and the Pittsburgh Steelers might come in last.
You're out of your damn. You know what? I have to go against my own natural instinct to call you crazy and be like, yeah, there's a possibility that actually could happen.
It could happen.
The Steelers are. This could be a bad year for the Steelers.
Le'Veon Bell, the other old Steeler, is now with the Jets. He's moved on to the New York Jets. The Packers actually made some free agent signings, which was crazy. They got 2 pass rushers. They got a lineman. I'm pretty happy with the Packers stuff. And then there's just a bunch of other big free agents going all over. Frank Gore signed with the Buffalo Bills. By the way, Frank Gore's like 36 or 7 years old. He's played like 20 years, and he's still going. The man's insane.
I feel like that's a player who is getting paid like it's kind of how I view myself on YouTube. Right? Like,
yeah.
I'm no millionaire, but I got to keep going or else I'll be broke as hell.
Maybe. Well,
I feel like I'm the him of YouTube. From like, look, I can't stop, so I just got to keep making videos.
Yeah.
But it's a good job.
Frank Gore, he's 5'9", 212 pounds. He has played since 2005. That's when he got drafted. And he's just been, like, consistently good. Like, in 2006, he ran for 1,700 yards, which is kind of crazy. Then he ran for, like, 1,100, 1,000, 1,100. Anything over 1,000 is good. And the thing is, the last 2 years, he ran for 961 yards and 722 yards. That's still good.
Yes, that's still very, very good.
That's better than, like, half the NFL running backs. And the dude's, like, almost 40. It's crazy.
I recognize him as a kindred spirit. I just want to say I see you, pal. Working hard every day, busting your ass every day, not getting the recognition. You're not like one of those big time guys. You're just doing it every day, and I appreciate you.
Yeah. And then Nick Foles went to the Jaguars. And another big thing, Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football, is going to the AAF. The American Association of Football, that league we were talking about. He's going to the Memphis Express.
As long as the back of his jersey says football, I'll be very excited.
So I'm definitely gonna watch that game whenever he plays. And a whole bunch of other free agent stuff happened. I do a football podcast with Sinvicta and Rob of the Northern Lion thing, and we're going to talk about it on Tuesday. It's called 3 Guys Talk About Football because we didn't know what to name it, and we called it that, and we've done it for like a year at this point.
Everyone tune in. If you like the foosball, tune in, learn more about it.
We go hardcore nerd into football. It's essentially like the shows you do with Star Wars and the Illuminati thing, but about football.
Yeah. Except about football.
We'll just be
it's just like the Star Wars. But,
you got a first rounder and a third rounder for that. You at least got to get a fourth. You at least got to get a fourth. It's the exact
same thing, except I'm just like, what's the deal? If you're going to get a stormtrooper, you have to have at least one shore trooper and one dark trooper, or else you're not going to make a full squadron.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the same damn thing.
It's the same thing.
If you're going to have a jetpack on, you're definitely a Mandalorian. I don't care who you are.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So it's just different strokes, different folks. That's what we got.
Yeah, same thing, though.
And then NBA, NHL, both closing in on the playoffs. Don't worry. When we hit the playoffs, I'll go into the hockey and the basketball.
That's when it actually matters.
Yeah,
I'll be real. I don't pay attention to hockey or baseball at any point during the season until it gets to the playoffs. Then I'm like, I'm in. Let's do this.
Yeah. Or basketball, you mean. And then baseball. Baseball's in spring training. Baseball, well, still baseball.
Basketball, I don't pay attention to any pro basketball, period. At all.
Like
college basketball, I think, is great.
Yeah.
College basketball is fantastic. Pro basketball, I have no interest in. I don't know why I don't have an interest. I probably should. But I think when Michael Jordan stopped playing, the last time I cared was when the Bulls had, like, the perfect team.
Yeah. I remember that. I was, like, 8 years old.
I think I was in high school.
Yeah.
Maybe I was in junior high when that all ended.
Yeah.
when that was all over. But I loved it. It was great. That's the last time I actually cared, though.
The thing is, I also watched a lot of basketball when I was younger, so I think I just like it from that. And a story of another athlete, Vince Carter. He got drafted in 1998 to the Toronto Raptors, and he was like the superstar back then. They were my favorite team because that's when the Bulls got really bad. So I was like, I want to pick another team, and I like the Raptor. So I was like, I'll follow the Toronto Raptors. And they had Vince Carter.
That's because their logo was just a dinosaur. Yeah. And you're like, dinosaurs.
And 9-year-old me was like, that's awesome. So I watched them, and I was like, that's great. So I've always liked Vince Carter, and he's still playing. He's in his 22nd season, and he's not what he used to be. But he's still like, he's still got
really?
7 points a game. He's 42, and he's still scoring 7 points a game against like 19-year-olds. It's crazy. So go Vince Carter. And that's sports.
All right, what is our big news story of the day?
All right. So it's a slow news week.
Oh, boy.
We've got Florida man finds iguana in toilet, calls 911.
I mean, that's just Florida. Nothing special there.
That's just Florida. The story's like 3 sentences. Let me read it. We've seen snakes in toilets, but how about iguanas? It certainly was not what one Florida man expected. That's just, we've seen snakes, but how about iguanas?
How about iguanas? The end. Period. The end. That's the end of the story.
And the guy, Fort Lauderdale Battalion Chief Stephen Golian, told the Miami Herald the man freaked out and didn't know what to do. He said the firefighter had to put on a glove, reach into the toilet, and grab the iguana. In the end, the animal was released into the wild. Can you imagine lifting the toilet lid and finding this? It's an iguana in a toilet. I'll show you.
Yeah, it's an iguana in a toilet.
There he is. Toilet iguana.
That's a big iguana, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nice.
He's just having fun. He found a nice spot, relaxing, nice and cool. And then he's like, shit. Now he's just got to find a new one. Let's see. There's also, for $5,000, you can hunt Bigfoot with Jose Canseco. The former baseball MVP is pitching a trip to what he claims are the sites of authentic alien sightings and proven Bigfoot habitats. All right. Do tell me more, article. Former baseball player, superstar Jose Canseco made his name hitting home runs, but his latest project is a pitch to go Bigfoot hunting. The former MVP posted 2 tweets on Tuesday night offering to take a few lucky people on an expedition tracking the mythical beast and a real alien.
He straight up posted a phone number online.
Yeah, he straight up posted the phone number online and was like, go on a Bigfoot alien excursion with Jose Canseco. Come spend the big day with me and my alien buddies. I'll show you Bigfoot and the real alien. This sounds very suspicious.
Hold on. Read HuffPost called the listed phone number and received this text message. Read the message.
The message is, spend the weekend with Jose for $5,000 cash. Only 5 lucky individuals will get a golden ticket. Oompa Loompas ain't got nothing on Bigfoot. Travel in his custom RV to authentic alien sightings and proven Bigfoot habitats. Camp out in the wild, tell stories, and maybe meet a real Bigfoot. You never know what's going to happen with Mr. Canseco, food included. Only serious inquiries, please. I will help you book your flight to Vegas and set itineraries. Thank you, Morgan. A response said the first excursion was almost full. This isn't completely out of left field for 54-year-old outfielder. A few weeks ago, Canseco posted a series of tweets claiming aliens had given him the secrets to time travel. Naturally, many people...
This is what steroids does. This is what steroids does, everyone.
Definitely what steroids does. Many people had strong responses. Shit, dude. That's Jose Canseco going on alien.
That guy used to be really famous, and now he's like, hey, come and see aliens with me.
I mean, if you look at him now, he kind of looks like he's going crazy. He looks like Fred Flintstone, like, took drugs.
He does look a little like Fred Flintstone.
And apparently, 3 days ago, Jose Canseco challenged Alex Rodriguez to polygraph test after ex-wife denies cheating rumors. He's all over the place. Mamma mia.
Oh, Jose.
Well, that's...
Well, I mean, I think that's a good enough story for us. The news is really boring this week.
Yeah, it's boring, but at least Jose Canseco's hunting aliens. And there's
someone's got to do it. Yeah, someone's got to do it. But that's it for us. Thank you so much for listening or watching or however you're enjoying this. Hit them with the socials.
We got youtube.com/Crendor podcast. We got youtube.com/Crendor for animations. We got Spotify, Cox and Crendor. Search us on there. We got soundcloud.com/Cox and Crendor. We have our own stuff. youtube.com/JessCox, youtube.com/Crendor, twitter.com/JessCox, twitter.com/Crendor. Whatever, Twitch TV, Crendor, Twitch TV, JessCox. That's it.
All right. Well, that's it for us. We'll see you guys next time. And as always, to be continued.